What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 19 Draft Champions game. This is gonna be the first time that I play Draft Champions since probably September for Madden 19. I haven't played it in a long time, so we're gonna try to get back into the swing of things, entering the draft. If you guys see the title of the video, you probably already know the results about what's gonna happen in this video, but it's more about the process of how this Draft Champions season went. So in this video, you guys are going to see first the draft, and then you will see every single play from every single game that we played in this Draft Champions season. So on paper, it looks like a long video, but it's literally going to be 6 Draft Champions games and the draft. So early on, I probably took a lot longer than I should have to decide which one of these like low 80 overall players I was going to take. At the end of the day, we end up taking Nuwasu. I hope I got that name at least halfway right. As we go to round 3, I feel like in Draft Champions, you want to take the least amount of offensive linemen possible. So we'll try to pass up on as many offensive linemen as we possibly can. Though we did have 2 defensive ends taken in the first 3 rounds. So we're not going to completely shy away from the offensive line. We'll take a 93 Steve Hutchinson. Why not? Round 5, we got some killers at the cornerback position. We got Marlon Humphrey and Malcolm Butler. We're going to take Malcolm Butler, higher overall, pretty much same speed and stuff like that, better coverage. So we'll see how Malcolm Butler does for us. One of the things I love about Draft Champions is trying out players that, you know, you don't use on your ultimate team or stuff like that. And I've never used Malcolm Butler's card before, so I'm kind of curious to see if he's nice, how he plays for us. As we go to round 7, this was a bit of a tough choice right here between KZ and Patrick Chung. Because Patrick Chung, he's got above 90 zone, or 90 zone exactly at least. So he's the threshold, which I love. But KZ has 90 speed. So at the end of the day, we go with the coverage stats with Patrick Chung. We'll see how that decision fares for us on the field. Round 8. Oh, baby, we got ourselves quite the decision. Ezekiel Elliott running back, but we still haven't had our running back round yet, so I don't want to take Ezekiel Elliott. And then we have the choice between OBJ and OJ Howard. I feel like you'll get at least 1 to 2 good receivers in Draft Champions, so I'm going to lean towards OJ Howard here because with that 6'6" height, he's a really good vertical threat at the tight end spot for Madden 19, one of the best in the game, so, and especially in Draft Champions. So we'll grab him. This is going to be my first time playing with OJ Howard, I believe, too. As we go to round 10, this is what I'm talking about, man. You get some of these badass wide receivers like T.Y. Hilton, like Antonio Brown. We're going to grab AB for us, see if we can get things booming. Round 11, we got another stud wide receiver round. And now I feel good about the fact that we took OJ Howard over OBJ because we already had OBJ as our 3rd best receiver as an 89. Now we have 2 pretty shifty wide receivers at Calvin Ridley and Antonio Brown. We go to round 13 and we got ourselves 3 team of the week running backs, and you know, it's probably, I mean, Ezekiel Elliott would have been better than these guys. At the same time, Marlon Mack, AP, Aaron Jones, all not bad options to have as your number 1 RB. And at the end, we end up taking Adrian Peterson. I don't know if he was the best running back, but like AP is AP, man. We picked AP for the name. We'll see if his game lives up to that as well. Round 14, we're going to go defensive tackle here. Malik Collins, get ourselves at least 1 DT. As we go to round 15, finally we got the quarterback round, man. I was waiting for the QB round, and as far as Draft Champions quarterbacks, there are some better ones out there. Like you could get Drew Brees, you could get Tom Brady. I think you can get Michael Vick, but I mean, Andrew Luck is not a bad option. I was deciding between him and Dak Prescott. I feel like it took me a while to decipher this one too. First of all, I was like, Nick Foles, nah. And then Dak and Andrew Luck have pretty similar stats, so some of it might be preference, but I feel like Andrew Luck has some better short throw and stuff like that. So we'll grab Andrew Luck and try him out, see how he does for us. Round 16, we have enough big men in the trenches on the defensive side, so we'll just grab ourselves a right tackle. Like I said, man, I don't really believe in picking offensive linemen, but we picked 3 pretty good offensive linemen in this draft so far. Round 17, this is kind of a no-brainer right here. We got to go with Minkah Fitzpatrick, the rook for the Miami Dolphins. Just, you know, better stats across the board. I believe he has better run defense as well for us. Yeah, my cornerback, I know they drafted him as a safety out of college, so that should be pretty interesting for us. We'll have him, Malcolm Butler. We have McManus at cornerback. And we're probably going to get ourselves a 4th cornerback here and most likely move one of these guys to free safety since we don't have a free safety right now. As we go to round 19, the stud round. But not too many crazy studs out here. So we definitely need to bolster up our linebacking core. We have Preston Smith and Shaquem Griffin, and that's literally it. So it wasn't a bad choice between Leighton Vander Esch and Mosley. I chose Mosley because I already have Leighton Vander Esch on my ultimate team. So I was like, you know, let's try out CJ Mosley, see what kind of fun we can do. We hit the legend round 20. This actually isn't that good of a round, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure you can get ultimate legends out of this round. So we didn't really hit anything too big in this draft, to be honest. It wasn't really a crazy draft, so I wasn't expecting crazy results on the field. I was just going to see if we could play a game or two, see what we could do. We'll try to use our Shaq Griffin a little bit on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, whoever we can get involved, we will get involved, whether it's Adrian Peterson, Antonio Brown, Ridley, and, you know, obviously Andrew Luck's going to have to share that rock around as my opponent's got Tariq Cohen running up the middle on the draw. He's got Goff at quarterback, feeling the heat, and barely gets it off in time to avoid the sack. It's still an incompletion as he checks it down on second down. We have Shaq Griffin all over that. Our underneath coverage is going to be a little bit skeptical, but CJ Mosley is the one guy who should be able to hold it down for us, getting the interception and the lateral to Shaq Griffin. You can already tell, first drive, we're trying to have some fun with this thing. Like I said, man, I haven't really played Draft Champions too much. I haven't really dabbled in the mode, so let's see what it's all about here. We can, you know, take the world by storm here, win a couple of games. We handed off to Adrian Peterson, had some success on the previous play, so I figured we might as well try it back. He's only rushing 3, so we've got time. We've got Andrew Luck stepping up in the pocket, buying more time, but his defender closed in very quickly, and nothing got open. So once again, he's going pure coverage defense on third down as I try to squeeze that ball in for Calvin Ridley. We will take our field goal. Looked like he was coming close to blocking that right there. We have Jake Elliott as our kicker, so like 82 Jake Elliott, that's not that bad. You can work with 82 Jake Elliott in Draft Champions. He's got pretty good kick power. He's like one of the best guys, like budget guys to have in Ultimate Team. So to have him in Draft Champions, we'll definitely take that. As right now, my opponent not responding well to the blitzes we're sending. Now we switch it up with a little bit of coverage, but he's going straight down the middle. I believe that's DJ Moore who's going to get the big gain. So that's a glaring hole in the defense. We'll have to cover that up next time. That was kind of silly. We've been playing some good defense so far. Second down and 9. Once again, he goes to the same post route. Same result. I actually got stuck on the line right there. I was going to bait that with Mosley instead. Here he is, first down and goal near the end of the first quarter. Checking it down to the drag. Running hurry up. Going to Cohen, who looked like he had a lane, but at the last second, Humphrey able to get off that block and save the touchdown. Third down and goal. He runs hurry up again, and it's intercepted by DJ Hayden. Need that block from Butler, and we've got it. Now it's up to Hayden. Does he have the juice to go all the way? Taylor and Cohen giving chase, and Taylor takes Cohen out the play. Hayden into the end zone. It's a pick 6. My opponent puts his hands in the cookie jar, and DJ Hayden gonna let him know about it, and just like that, bam, Game 1 is done. Like I said, every play from every game, so you guys can get a sense, like, you know, normally in Draft Champions, you got to sweat for at least a game or two, just for the pure fact that you're playing Draft Champions. A lot of fluky things can happen in this game mode, but, you know, for some reason, we were just kind of in a groove, I suppose. So I hopped in the game, too, and I was thinking this might be the last game I play with this team. After I play this game, if we get, like, a full game in or something like that, I might just tank the next game and try to draft a new team. Because I just wanted to, you know, maybe get a game or two. And even then, this draft wasn't, like, that great. Like I said, there wasn't anybody I really was curious to play with. So I wasn't even sure how I was going to approach this. I wanted to do a video of Draft Champions as we hit Calvin Ridley up the middle for the touchdown. So you guys are going to see it all materialize right in front of you as we kick it out of bounds away from Juju as he tries to step up in the pocket. Is that Russell Wilson at quarterback? Yes, it is. Is that Malik Collins sacking him? Yes, it is. Second down and 11 going to Melvin Gordon out the backfield, and it's going to be a big game. We had a flat there, but one of those great behind the receiver passes right there to bail them out. You can't get bailed out when you throw it into double coverage, though. Malcolm Butler interception, man down to the ground, and Malcolm Butler off to the races, and we've got ourselves another pick 6 in the first quarter. Malcolm Butler, I believe it's called the jerk. That's the move Deshaun Jackson would do on a couple of touchdowns back in his Eagles days. Deshaun Jackson had those celebrations before, you know, everybody started celebrating nowadays. Deshaun Jackson was one of those guys. So this is a bad completion for him because he's going to lose 7 yards. You definitely would prefer the incompletion in that situation. We would definitely prefer the interception over the drop from McManus. Third down and 17, middle dime. That's going to move the chains. And that is the one problem with our defense. We have DJ Hayden at the free safety spot, and he's not going to be able to close on balls quickly, like, you know, maybe a Sean Taylor or something like that might, or any decent safety. Oh, man, we're trading pick for pick. That's Desmond King, and Desmond King is going to take this one back for 6. We had a 14-0 lead, complete control of the game. I can't believe Desmond King made that play, though, because he was not really in position. I've never seen a defensive back or just anybody make a play like that in this year's game, so that was a little bit shocking to me. And then I mean, at the same time, though, the last pick we got with Shaquem Griffin was complete BS, to be honest. I should have not gotten that interception. I hit wide to ball hawk in case he threw an underneath route as we go straight down the middle to Calvin Ridley. That's a big gain right there because, you know, with us throwing the pick 6, the last thing we want to do is give up momentum in a game that we've been playing pretty well in so far. Is OJ Howard able to spin for the first down? One more play to end the first quarter, and AP with a little bit of an air truck, a little homage to Madden 18. That didn't get the first down. Second down in inches. This time we're getting the first down with Peterson out the backfield, and AP in the end zone. He goes. Right now, Adrian Peterson is balling with the touches that we give him. So we got to keep AP involved in the game plan. I'm a kind of player where I will get away from the run. I'll throw it to my running backs, but I will get away from the run if it's not working because I kind of prefer to pass the ball. I have more fun just passing it 30 times and running it for like 4 or 5 yards of play. That was a dangerous pass right there. We had I don't know who in the area. Someone was in the area and nearly got the pick. 3rd down and 9. What a sack up the middle. And on 4th down and 12, is he punting it? Absolutely not. He's going for it. It's a fake pass and a drop interception, but that's honestly a better result than catching it because it's a turnover on downs regardless as we get by our own offensive lineman. Playmaker Peterson. Oh, man. Andrew Luck nearly threw an interception somehow. Look at the blocks and lining for AP. And AP eating with these touches one more time. Adrian Peterson trying to fall forward. Adrian Peterson looks very weird in the number 26. I will tell you that as we run a little triple option with Andrew Luck. As you guys may have noticed, we picked the Tennessee Titans playbook. Oh, get down to the ground. Adrian Peterson, that was vintage action. Finding the end zone and making that poor man regret even attempting to tackle Adrian. That was like number 28, Adrian Peterson right there. As we get the interception, he puts his hands in the cookie jar. McManus with the easy INT, and that will be rage quit number 2. We still haven't made it past the first half of either of our games yet. We go into game 3 now. So those 2 games were rage quits. I took like a 10-minute break, and I was like, you know what, let me get one more game in with this team. That's not enough. Like, the draft took forever, but I was like, man, like we didn't even get past the first half of any game. So let me just get into one more game here and, you know, see if I can give you guys a good show. And then after that, we'll call it quits on this draft. Oh, man, we nearly baited that somehow. Sent the blitz and he threw it to Thielen. And so, that's Team of the Year Thielen, so he's going to make that catch, I suppose. And that's the one thing about draft champions, man. You have these superstar players, like wide receiver and stuff like that. They play more like superstars than any other mode because the differential in overalls is, you know, so much higher and lower from, like, you know, I got 84 McManus. He's got 96 Thielen and stuff like that. You know, that was a dangerous pass right there. I believe we had hard flats with Humphries. So the fact that that was completed and the fact that that was completed is absolutely asinine. I don't know how in the world he got that one to go as he's running with McNabb, and McNabb gonna get the first down and take a hit. So this guy is just playing all sorts of dangers. The way like he's moving this ball, like we should be able to make a play defensively to switch to field position or stuff like that eventually, and that's what we do. Shaq Griffin, he puts his hands in the cookie jar. And I don't care, my guy's got 1 hand, 2 hands, no hands, and no on 1 hand. He's getting the interception, all right? You can't put your hands in the cookie jar. Shaq Griffin doesn't play around, man. Shaq Griffin's a really good user in this game. He's one of the faster linebackers out there. He's got like 89 speed on the card we're using, so definitely got to utilize him as we go post route middle. Steve Smith wide open. That's going to end the first quarter. Looking to put the first points up on the board in this game on this drive. A little check down to OJ Howard. I'm liking OJ Howard right now. He's getting the job done for what I want him to do. Adrian Peterson is definitely getting the job done. Nice lob pass to get it by the defense as we go to Steve Smith. And Steve Smith showing his toughness, carrying the defense into the end zone, somehow just bouncing through multiple tacklers. So the point I was making earlier is that I picked the Tennessee Titans playbook, and as you guys may know, I have been messing around with the Tennessee Titans playbook in Ultimate Team a little bit because they have the triple option and they also have the wide receiver jet and all that kind of stuff as he bust off a nice run right here. So I am pretty familiar with the playbook, so that was a good choice for us I mean, it's not a great choice. This Titans playbook isn't exactly killer, as he has space there for Thielen, but that ball goes out of bounds. McNabb might have sailed that one a little bit too far. Second down, not reacting quick enough with the blitz. Now it's 3rd down and 18. McNabb dancing in the pocket, checking it down, going the wrong way, and this will set up a field goal attempt, which, you know, he'll definitely take from the 38. Oh, no, it's no good anyways. I was going to say from the 38, the field goal might have not been good. It's not good from the 34 either, and on the next play, Calvin Ridley wave goodbye, juking in for style, and we will not be able to get ourselves a 14-0 lead because that is rage quit number 3. And now at this point, I took another 10-minute break, and I was like, okay, so let's hop into one more game. At this point, it hasn't even been an hour since we drafted, I think, so you know, we're already at game number 4, and we still haven't gotten to the first half of a game yet. Surely this guy's got to be the best yet that we played, right? It's in the gamer tag. So we hit Steve Smith underneath, nice little check down, try to soften up the defense a little bit, but unfortunately Adrian Peterson losing 3 on that play. 3rd down and 7, maneuvering in the pocket is Andrew Luck, finding Antonio Brown, trying to dance away, but Wagner able to bring him down, not after a gain of a ton. As we go to Steve Smith, man coverage right there, and he's able to tighten up on number 89 as we go to Adrian Peterson. Small little game right there. 3rd down and 7, 5 wide. He's rushing 4. We're going up high for Howard, and that was definitely not one of the better reads we've made. I just call straight up verticals right there. So we'll take the field goal on the opening drive. That's fine. In these draft champions games, you know, you definitely want to get touchdowns. I feel like more so than Ultimate Team, because you can really bust off a lot of offense in these draft champions games, especially if you're going against a defense that doesn't have the best coverage ratings and stuff like that. So, you know, you definitely want to get touchdowns. At the same time, the way we've been playing defense, I figured, you know, let's play a little bit more conservative out here, play smart, and let our defense make plays. That should have been a pick 6. I don't know how in the world we didn't get that. We have hard flats on the field. Like, for the last time, stop throwing at the hard flats, as CJ Mosley saves the first down with that big hit. 4th down and inches. He's looking to pass the ball here with Breeze, and that'll be intercepted by Fitzpatrick. Of course, the one we intercept is the one we don't need to intercept because it's 4th down. I'll take it, though, as we go to Brown, noticing that read a little bit too late, so Brown goes out of bounds for the incompletion. 2nd down on the user rush with Rochelle. Okay, sure, and that'll now make it 3rd down and 24. Good luck converting this one. 3-man rush. We should have time. Whitlock looking for Brown, and Antonio Brown makes the catch. Look at this. Brown off the deflection. Sometimes you need a little bit of good luck, and there John Madden was on our side as we just literally throw up a jump ball for OJ Howard. That was bad user defense there by him. He clicked on, and I don't know what in the world he tried to do as we go to OJ Howard. OJ's definitely our guy in the red zone. We're going to try to look for OJ again. This time a little bit more covered, and once again, that Rochelle dude is just whipping our right guard around. That's his 2nd sack as we go for OJ. Had a little bit of space right there, highballed it, and he wasn't able to come down with it, so that's whatever. We'll take that. I mean, that drive was sloppy. We got a 4th down or a 3rd down and long conversion to Antonio Brown. We threw a jump ball to OJ Howard, so I'll take a field goal in that situation. It is a 6-0 lead, but like I said, man, the way we're playing defense right now, I'm not exactly fretting this situation. We just gotta, you know, play the field position game, play smart, and we should be able to win these games for some. I mean, I would like to score touchdowns so we can force rage quits and get out of these games faster. So we'll try to up the tempo on this drive. Offensively, we just got to get into a groove, get a couple of completions in a row, and that should get us going. Get Andrew Luck hot, or just hand it off to Adrian Peterson, falling forward to the 1-yard line. That's going to set up an Andrew Luck QB sneak. We'll take our PAT there. No need to go for the 2-point conversion. It's too early to be playing the points game in that situation, because if we give up back-to-back touchdowns without scoring a point in like 2.5 quarters, and you know what, we deserve to lose, as Breeze hits the seam. 2nd completion of the game, looking for number 3, but that was nearly interception number 3. Brings us up 2nd down as he goes backside right there. That's another one of those great behind the back catches by the wide receiver. You know, Madden will decide whether those are made sometimes. That was a throw in traffic right there. We had Patrick throwing a yellow, so I don't know how in the world he completed that, as Shaq Griffin putting the hit on his going pitch, and he's chewing a lot of clock on this drive. drive right here. He only has one timeout left, so you want to step up a little bit here as CJ Mosley batting that ball away. This guy's playing with fire on this drive. High ball, triple coverage, and should have been intercepted. 4th down and 12. He's not taking his field goal. He's going for it, and it's intercepted by Shaquem Griffin. We are stuck at our own 6-yard line, but here comes Adrian Peterson looking to take us out our own end zone and a lot more wide open. Needs 2 defenders to bring him down to 46. I should have gone out of bounds in that situation, but I tried to stiff arm and make a big play. Here's a big play on the next play. It's Calvin Ridley up the middle. Calvin Ridley has been deadly, splitting the seams whenever they run a cover 2 defense. Ridley has been our guy. Otherwise, we go underneath to Steve Smith or Antonio Brown's working whatever kind of crazy routes we have him working, as this guy's also got Adrian Peterson. If you're keeping track at home, this is now game number 5. We still have not made it to even halftime of any of these games yet. And that streak's going to continue. So this is game number 6. I don't know why. I guess that guy won in a new team. His team didn't look that good. It looked kind of like our team, and our team isn't that great. So he probably wasn't too happy. So here it is, championship game. So after a while, I was like, all right, dude, let me just finish this season out, like win or loss, and I'll figure out like what games I'll post or something like that. Because usually in these situations, if I play like a couple of games, I'll try to sort out like the 2 or maybe 3 games with the most action in them, and I'll just, skip the other ones. That is kind of the hard thing about playing Madden online, though, is that, yeah, it's, oh, baby, Adrian Peterson. That's the easy thing. Just put your head down when you got Adrian Peterson as your running back. Oh, boy. But, yeah, that's the hard thing about playing Madden online, trying to create content, is that these guys quit so much that, like, you get first quarters of a lot of these games, and you just got to sort through whatever's the best that you could possibly find, and try to find the, usually just like the big plays and stuff like that, you try to sort out from these kind of eventful days or non-eventful days. As 2nd down and 1, we sweep it to Ridley, but Ridley actually loses us a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. The last thing we want to do is choke in the championship game, going to O.J. Howard. That's incomplete, in traffic, 4th down and 2. That hurts, man. We had like, what, 2nd down and 1, and we end up taking a field goal, so that was not a great red zone trip for us, a great goal line trip, as he's juking all over the place with James Conner, juking out 2 of our defenders. That's not good team discipline defense, as James Conner getting a couple of touches early on here. 3rd down and 1. You'd expect James Conner to get the ball again, which he does, but he gets it in the backfield, and Kiko Alonso's able to contain. No first down. Now 4th down and 1, and once again, he is passing. He's going underneath, and he's got his man, Rob Gronkowski, one of his top 3 players on his team, and now early down situation, he's going back to James Conner. 1st down, 2nd down, Conner, and now we got ourselves a 3rd down and 1. This time he will run the ball, but look at CJ Mosley shooting the gap. Mosley has been a baller so far for us in this season in the championship game. 4th down and 3. That's going to be a sack. Malik Collins. How about Malik Collins? Of our defensive linemen, Malik Collins really has been the one making the big plays. Adrian Peterson is definitely making the big plays for our offense underneath in the running game, looking for Ridley up the middle. Oh, man. Maybe if I stayed patient, but instead Ezekiel Ansah able to get the sack. 2nd down. Watching this back, we had RB wide open. I can't believe I didn't see him. But 3rd down, we have Ridley for the touchdown. We choose some clock, and we find Ridley anyways. And this guy he had chew clock on for his entire first possession, if you didn't notice. So this game was going by pretty quickly. And this has been the longest game we played so far, pretty much, like, as far as how deep we've gotten into the game, but not exactly the longest game we played time-wise, because there's been a lot of chewing of clock, even on our drive. We chewed up quite a bit of clock, keeping stuff in bounds, though. Here, he's going to have to step up the tempo here. He calls his first timeout, 50 seconds left in the first half, going one-on-one, and that's going to be intercepted by Malcolm Butler, who stiff arms Conner, but unfortunately, in that animation, he is led out of bounds. Oh, we have wide open Brown, also Ridley. I saw Antonio Brown get wide open, but I knew Calvin Ridley was my number 1 read, and he sent the blitz, so I stuck with my guns. Unfortunately, didn't work out. 3rd down and 18. We're going to try to max protect a little bit here. Go for Antonio Brown, but shut down coverage by the cornerback. Yikes. So we give him a chance to make it a 1-possession game. Maybe even get a touchdown here right before the end of the first half, which is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to give this guy the ball back. He only has 1 timeout to work with, but look at all the space he has with Russell Wilson, and he's able to get out of bounds to stop the clock at the 48-yard line. Play action. We send pressure. It's not going to get home, and once again, Russell Wilson is going to break contain, but he makes a very silly decision to not take off right there as he goes middle to Gronk, but that's fine by us because he just used his last time out. He's definitely not going to get back to the line in time, so he is going to end the first half down 10-0, and he gets ball coming out of half. So it was important to make sure we had a 2-possession lead just so, you know, no matter what he does on this drive. Wow, that was a weird play right there. We will get the ball back, and we will have a chance to continue to control our own destiny as he goes underneath. And one more time, C.J. Mosley is all over the field, running the ball, passing the ball, whatever it may be, as he makes a tight catch right there. Once again, that's a position where if we didn't have DJ Hayden, we might be able to have our safety creep down the line and make that play. It's 2nd down and 18. He's protected. He's going middle. Gronkowski somehow gets the catch and gets away from Hayden. Minka Fitzpatrick able to bring down Gronkowski 1 yard short. He runs hurry up and somehow audibles into single back ace right here. I don't know. Or single back bunch. Whatever that formation is called. Like ace bunch or whatever. Either way, I don't know. He went from 5 wide to that. He got it. He got the touchdown. And now we're in a little bit of a precarious position here. This is the toughest position we've been in this draft champion season. 3-point game, 3rd quarter with the ball, and now sacked. So it's 2nd down and 18. But Antonio Brown is wide open. The same play we missed earlier. This time we've got it, and business is booming. Antonio Brown hits the home run, and we've got ourselves back a 10-point lead. We just gotta play the way we've been playing though, because like he just keeps on forcing it to Gronkowski, and like these silly plays, it just works out. Because like I said, that's what Draft Champions is about. Fluky plays. That's just wide open right there. But yeah, Draft Champions is about those fluky kind of plays where you got DJ Hayden matched up against Gronkowski as he goes underneath. And look at this spin move. Once again, great team discipline. We have 2 guys there, and then somehow both get spun out, and he's going to dance himself in for a touchdown and make it back a 3-point game. I feel like we have been playing pretty well offensively, though, so we just got to stick to our game plan, whether it's giving the ball to Adrian Peterson, as we're going to do here on the draw, or, you know, whenever he tries to send the blitz, we'll try to hit up Antonio Brown or Calvin Ridley mainly. 2nd down and 1. We're looking to take a shot, not really open at the last second. A lob to Brown. Definitely a bad decision. Needed to bullet that. We got away with it. 3rd down and 1. Looking for Ridley. That's not open. We have Luck to run, but Andrew Luck staying behind the line of scrimmage. I saw the cornerback bite, and that meant Antonio Brown would be wide open. Andrew Luck. One more time. Good pocket discipline, but unfortunately not able to get that pass off. We end up taking the sack, and now we have ourselves a 3rd down situation where I want to at least get ourselves in field goal range as Andrew Luck just throwing up a jump ball over Dick LeBeau, and Steve Smith is going to make that catch, which I guess makes up for the Gronkowski touchdown. And that's Draft Champions. That's Madden 19. We'll take our good break. 2nd down. We fake the run. We go to Steve Smith. Spinning out LeBeau and Steve Smith to the 4-yard line. Now Adrian Peterson looking to cap the drive off. Taking a shot from LeBeau, but still finds the end zone. And we've got ourselves back that 10-point lead. And we just need one more stop as time starts ticking down in this game to make sure we secure the victory as he goes middle to James Conner. And we'll give him some of these underneath plays to start off. But eventually we've got to tighten up. And this is it. Too quick of a pass on the hitch. And there's DJ Hayden, who I've been ripping all season long, with the interception. And that will end the season. We had 1 game go past half that also went to the 4th quarter. Got a little bit eventful in that 3rd quarter. This guy was, I don't know what he was doing, but it was working. But we were able to get the victory right here. And there it is, man. 27-minute video. I don't know how I hung in there, but we hung in there every play from the season. And even though it's a long video, it's a really short Draft Champion season. Just took a little bit of an hour in real time. And that's with me taking like some breaks between some of the games. As far as just pure game time, under an hour for the draft and all 6 games. You won't see many Draft Champions seasons be shorter than this. Maybe ever. So leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. The packs that we got were complete trash, by the way. Subscribe for more Madden 19 gameplays, whether it's Draft Champions or Ultimate Team or whatever it is, and I will catch you guys next time.